Hello and welcome to Low Budget Gaming and welcome to another Steam Winter Sale video. So in this one we'll look at some shooters, and what I've done is I've added all types of shooters in one. So single player, multiplayer, FPS, third person, everything's here together. And the reason for that is I was struggling to find a good number of good games, because with multiplayer games the player base dies off very quickly. So I couldn't get enough hidden gems, good games with still decent numbers. And there was no point in mentioning stuff like PUBG and Rainbow Six Siege because everybody knows that. So I've put a selection here. Hopefully you find something interesting. So first up we have Hunt Showdown. So this is a competitive PvP, PvE type game with some battle royale elements. And they've recently added the second mode as well. It's in early access, but I've played this and I really like this game. So the player number isn't huge, but you don't really need a lot of people playing this because there are only 10 people in the game. So it's about 2 to 3,000 on average, which is all right. And this is only 25% off, 749 rupees and $22.49. It is a very recent game. It came out this year, and the devs are very good for this game. They constantly keep updating the game and also communicating. They have their own YouTube channel, they stream, they do Q&As all the time. So I would recommend that purely based on that. Next is Tom Clancy's The Division. So I mentioned this in another video. This is on a new low, and this is an open world game multiplayer. And because of this recent sale, I suppose the numbers have gone up. And this is a third person shooter, by the way. So 85% off, 374 rupees and $749. And the recent number is about 8,000 plus. So that is pretty good. Next is Verdun. This is 60% off, 292 rupees and $999. So a World War I FPS. Again, not very strong multiplayer numbers, about 500 or so. So you could try it, see if you have difficulty connecting, and then maybe refund it if it's too bad. Then we have Bioshock Remastered. So this is a single player game, and this is 75% off, 249 rupees, $499. You could also pick up the Bioshock collection for 436 rupees or $14.99. Then we have Killing Floor 2. So another game with decent multiplayer numbers. Up to 6 people can play in co-op. 67% off, 241 rupees, $989. Then we have another single player game. So we have Sniper Elite 4, 80% off, 235 rupees, $11.99. Then we have Vanquish. So this recently came on PC, and this is 66% off, third person shooter, again single player, $679. Black Mesa. So this is a remake of the original Half-Life game. This is still not finished, and I've been waiting to get this. So it is 60% off, so this is a new low, 211 rupees, $799. They have recently released the trailer and information about the last part of the game that's still in development, the Zen chapters, and hopefully this comes out next year. So you could get it. It is quite cheap, and then maybe wait, or you could just wait and then get it once it's done. Then we have Bulletstorm Full Clip Edition, 80% off, 180 rupees, $799. So another FPS. Dead Space 2, horror FPS, 75% off, 166 rupees, $499. Day of Infamy, 75% off, 132 rupees, $499. So this is a World War II multiplayer FPS, and once again numbers are not that great, but should be okay. I guess you could again try it and see if you get matches easily. Then we have another single player game, this time Call of Juarez Bound in Blood. So I think this is the second game, and this is published by Ubisoft. The first one was by Techland, the people behind Dying Light. This is 75% off, 124 rupees, $249. Left 4 Dead 2 is still pretty good and a very healthy number. Still got about 16,000 people playing. So 80% off, only 70 rupees, 199. Finally, we have Insurgency. So this is again not a lot of people playing, but still a few thousand. 80% off, 74 rupees, $199. So yeah, that's a quick look at some FPS multiplayer shooter type games. And if you have more suggestions of games that are good in this genre or have a good player number, do mention them as well, because this was a bit tricky, because a lot of the good shooters are not on Steam. So all of the Call of Duties, although I don't know if there are enough people playing, but stuff like Titanfall, Battlefield, those are on EA's site. So that will be the next video I'll be making. I'll make a video with deals elsewhere besides Steam, and hopefully I'll have that today as well. And yeah, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. See you in the next one.